Okay, don't know. Pokemon. There we go. Upload this image. We're gonna see if this actually works this time. There we go. Okay, cool. All right, so that means that you guys will be heading east to Veilstone, because that is the nearest. That is the nearest. Let's say that is the nearest gym.
Awesome.
Keep the shit up. Okay, map just needs to be slightly larger.
Test, test.
We can hear you.
Nice.
Okay, so 40. There we go. Save settings. Sometimes I feel like these maps are too big. Then I tell myself, Brian, these maps are too large. And I'm like, shut up, Brian.
What do you know?
Ah, yes, perfect size. Goody. Coming to realize 45 by 45 is like the perfect size for these maps. Okay. All right. All right, cool. You have Sid. You have Sienna. Stan, who will be relegated to the back of the party for the time being. Then we have Jay. We have Lattice. The effective heroes of the campaign.
Oh. Oh.
Yeah, I'll stick with this one. This one's nice. Save image. All right. You will do just fine. Don't look as stressed as I would hope, but, take what we can get. What are you grumbling about? Okay. Cool. Which case, we'll switch the map. As soon as Roll20 stops being a bit. Here we go. Cool. All right. Now we'll change the map. Okay, you guys have entered. You guys have entered Veilstone City.
How long would this have taken?
Let's see. Let me look at the map. I will let you know. Considering where you were, oof, it's about a 4-day journey.
Awesome.
Is there anything you want to do while you were traveling forever, David?
Hunting for food scraps.
Okay.
Which I believe we've said. What was it? My combat skill? Because I was using the bow, or
Let me see. If you're hunting for like, for lack of a better term, meat, let me see. You can roll survival or combat, and it'll determine what you're finding.
okay. Trish, if you could roll my combat skill for me.
1 second.
Because, like, for me, I'm believing survival is like, hey, I'm hunting for, I'm foraging. And combat means that you're actually challenging things for food. Because I'm like, you don't combat trees and berries. So, Roll20 is doing that wonderful thing where it doesn't want to actually scroll down and let me see what it is. I swear, every time they do an update to Roll20, like, it does something really stupid.
Well, they are trying to hire a new quality assurance engineer. I got an email about it.
Oh, really? They're hiring new QA?
Apparently.
Go. Alexander, here, take this.
Maybe you should apply.
Take this and guide Hopper. Go, Hopper, go. Alexander, show him. Alexander, Hopper, look. Go ahead, start walking. You're following. There we go.
By the way. Who's that, by
It's a chicken nugget. Go ahead downstairs. He'll follow you. He's a hound. He'll eat anything.
Eat chicken nuggets?
Yes. If he doesn't go downstairs, I'm gonna throw him down the stairs.
So that's why there's no cats in America.
Chicken nuggets.
Yeah, he does. He definitely wants to. He tried to bite your hand off. Go ahead, Hopper. Go. Go ahead. Follow him. No. Go. Go.
Go. Papa, go.
Cool. All right then. Get back. All right. Oh wow, that's a pretty good. That's a damn good combat roll. Okay. Okay.
Trish, I do have a food scraps listing in my inventory.
Okay.
Okay, considering how many days. Hmm. Uh, okay, you managed to have a rather lucrative haul over the course of 4 days. As you come across 26,000 Pokebucks worth of food scraps.
Nice.
Tristan rolled very well for you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Let's see. Cool. All right, now that you guys are in Veilstone City, do you need to know what is here, or
Wouldn't hurt.
okay? Cool. In which case, not that far away from you. I'm gonna say not that far away from you is a I said not that far away from you is a guide chart of the city. There's the Veilstone department store. There's the old Veilstone building, the Veilstone game corner, the Metronome style shop, the warehouse, the massage parlor. I said massage parlor. The gift Pokemon store, the Meteorite souvenir store, the prize exchange, and the Veilstone gym.
Well, gym would be great, but let's see. We've got the fashion store, which could be interesting. Gift store is what you give them to raise their loyalty, right?
Let me check. Let's see. Said gift.
Yeah, you
See,
said
gift
gift
store.
gift shop, whatever it was.
Yeah, the gift Pokemon. Hold up. Da, 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 da. No, it is. If I'm going by the game, you go there and you will be offered. You will be offered a random Pokemon.
Oh,
Oh, okay, interesting.
that'd be something possibly useful for you, David.
I'm curious as what the randomness is gonna do. Sure.
All right, I'm gonna say they don't. I'm gonna say that's me giving you out of character info.
Ah,
I'm gonna say
Well, I mean,
I'm gonna
still,
say
the
the
name
thing
Pokemon
doesn't.
It's like Pokemon gift shop can be taken multiple ways, so worth checking out.
Yeah, it does. It does just say it just does say the gift Pokemon shop. Um, well, in game terms, I'm not saying game terms. It says that you're supposed to receive a Pokemon from them. So, yeah. So those are your options. You have the department store, the old Veilstone building, the Veilstone game corner, the Metronome style shop. The Metronome style shop, you can purchase clothing and change outfits.
Yeah, it sounded like something for contest people.
Or since this is from the later games, it also could just be something for trainers looking for a new look. But yeah.
Yeah. No, so there are some things in the style shop. Um, no, so it depends. Like I said, if you go into each store, I can tell you what's in there and how much stuff costs. But yeah,
Hmm.
Well, definitely
yeah,
interested in the style shop. Definitely interested in the gift shop. Department store could be fun. Game corner could be
the
interesting
massage,
for mini
the
games, but those are usually a scam.
I might say the massage parlor is where you go to give your Pokemon massages. You and your Pokemon can get massages, and it makes your Pokemon friendlier. So
I was like,
Spa days
potentially
could be
can up your.
interesting, yeah.
yeah, I was actually thinking about that earlier because I was like, oh, I wonder if it actually has any bonuses.
I might say she will help. I might say she does also have one other thing which technically isn't useful anymore, considering which is going to her will give you. I might say going to her gives you buffs for contests.
Yeah, that's no longer useful.
Yeah. I'll say, yeah, that's one of her abilities is that she takes the accessories that you have and gives a buff to them. But it only applies to contests. But other than that, pay a certain amount of money, and I'll say, pay a fixed amount of money per Pokemon, and it will raise the meter. And I'll say it doesn't automatically raise it to the next level, but it depends on where your meter is currently, and possibly it might raise your Pokemon's loyalty. I mean, it will raise it, but it'll raise the meter. But yeah, and depending on where they currently are, could raise it to the next level.
All right. It sounds like we're going to be pretty much browsing the city.
Okay, cool. All right. Which place would you like to go to first?
Trish, I'm good with wherever, given that I don't actually have a visual on the map.
Yeah,
I'll say, like I said, you have the. Do you guys want to do shopping? Do you guys want to do shopping, gambling? I'll say, do you guys want to do like item shopping, like restocking? Do you want to go to the game corner? Do you want to go shopping for clothes? Do you want to explore like the old warehouse?
Well, first thing I want to do is check out the fashion park.
Okay, so the metronome style shop.
Yeah, just because I know there are plenty of neat accessory clothing type items that might be there.
Okay. Cool. Okay. Which case, yes. Is there any place that you, Masa, is there any place that you were hoping to go, David, or are you just kind of following?
For the moment, I'm kind of following. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I wonder if there's a fashionable bookmark I can buy.
Possibly.
Okay. In which case, let's see where on the snapshot. All right, shoot. All right, so this is the metronome style shop right here.
Really? Because I still see the cave.
Didn't I shifted the map? Oh, okay. Did anything move?
I still see the cave. It says
Fucking roll
keeps
20.
saying loading and keeps showing me the cave.
Okay.
Thank you,
Reload
real funny.
Pokemon. Okay. One moment. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna erase the cave. That way we'll never have to worry about it again. Are you still on the cave?
I am.
Which is weird because the cave does not exist.
I can try refreshing. That might.
Oh. Looks like we got 2 cops in a hurry.
Okay, now I see the world map.
Okay, cool. Alright. How's that now?
Yeah, now we're on the right map.
Okay. Awesome. Okay. This is the let's say that is the metronome stop shop.
We're doing it live, folks. Alright. And I guess we'll enter the metronome style shop.
Okay. In which case, while you guys are doing that, yeah, you guys can make your way there. Must say you enter inside, and after you have entered in, after you have entered in, there's a young lady behind the desk who greets you, and I assume I must say Harold is out. I say Harold is out. Lattice, do you have? I must say is Alma out or any of your Pokemon out, or are you just kind of?
Alma will be out. Sure.
Okay. Right, she will look towards you. She will look towards you. Okay. Well, hello. How are you all doing? Aren't they the cutest little guys? Look at them. Alma will kind of scoff.
Hey, I think doing all right. Just thought we new in town. Thought we'd take a browse.
Okay. She was like, so what type of clothing? She was like, what type of clothing do you what type of clothing do you prefer?
Well, I'm more the outdoorsy type myself, so practical can take a little bit, bit of a beating.
Okay. So I must say, so we're thinking a more like get around town. Get around in the woods type. Okay. Hmm. Okay. And you, sir?
I'm looking for something that has a good bit of mobility in it, and I was wondering if you had any fashionable accessories for Pokemon.
Oh yes. We have we have each of the available each of the general available accessories. You can buy any accessories that you want here.
Oh, that's cool.
We try to stay fully stocked. We generally try to keep at least 30 of each in here.
Damn.
Hey Brian, do they have stylish Kevlar that I can use for Pokemon? I don't remember if Pokemon's gonna equip armor or not.
No, they cannot. They do. I must say, she will come over. She will come over to you, Jay. The things that you have, you can either you can get a. Must say, she has some camo gear. She must say, well, it's semi-camo gear, but what it does is, I'll say what it does. It looks just like regular clothes, but she'll kind of grab you by the shoulders and kind of push you up against what looks to be a beige wall. Within about 20 seconds, you will notice that the color of your attire actually starts to turn the same color as the wall.
Octocamo.
I'm thinking Guntetsuo.
What am I say? She will tell you that this is an outfit that hunters usually use. The outfit is designed to take on the color and patterns of whatever the clothes come into contact with. So if you're pressing up against a tree, your clothes will take on the color and pattern of the tree that you were touching.
I assume then, given what it's supposed to do, it's got a hood or something to go with it, so it can, cover your head too.
I must say, it's not like a sealed hood thing, but it's just. It's designed to look. Yeah, it's designed to look like clothes. Your face will still be exposed.
Yeah.
But
just
in
like
general,
a normal hoodie hood type.
Yeah, wearing this will give you a +5 to stealth and a +5 to survival.
Oh wow, it's even better than normal stealth clothing then.
Probably expensive.
Maybe for you, I get half off for existing.
Oh shit, he still does.
Which is good because this is 15. This is good because this is 15K.
Yeah. Okay, so making note.
Let's see. As far as being rugged and stuff, she will tell you that she was like, there's also another outfit here that will. She was like, there's also another outfit here that will aid. That will aid with. It's pretty much like a jogging outfit. Yeah, it's pretty much a jogger's outfit. What it will do, it pretty much does the exact same thing. The fabric in it kind of gives you a bit more spring to your set. Yeah. Okay, don't worry. I'll put them in the crate. Don't worry about it. I'll say this jogger outfit will help you. It will help you with your acrobatics.
Oh.
I'll say it will help you with your acrobatics. I'll say your acrobatics, your combat, and your I'll say acrobatics, combat, and acrobatics, combat, and athletics. It will give you a +2 to each.
+2 acrobatics, athletics, combat. That actually might be really good for Greg too.
They do, must say. She will say we also have this thing. She will hold up what looks to be a pair of snow gloves. I mean, well, they just kind of look like bulky snow gloves.
Mm-hmm.
Well, not snow glove. Not snow gloves. A snow glove.
Single glove.
It is just a single glove. And she will say this one's all the rage with with a lot of the combatants around here. We must say it was going by a different name, but there was one kid who passed through here who wouldn't stop calling it the Power Glove. So we just started branding it as such.
Okay.
So cool.
What does the Power Glove do?
It allows you to game mechanics. It allows you to add 3D to any athletic skill that you have that involves your hand.
Damn.
But only involves your hand.
Okay, how much does the power suit and the power glove run?
All of the, I'll say the power glove is 20K.
Okay.
I'm just giving you the base prices, and then you can do like the,
Yeah, I can do my own math. Yeah.
Yeah. I'll say power glove. I'll say the stealth suit is 17. The power glove is 20. Excuse me. The athletic tracksuit. I'll say the Kazuma green tracksuit is 15.
Okay. I thought you said the stealth suit was 15, but okay. So 15, 17, 20.
Did I say 15? Shit,
Yeah.
sorry. Sorry. The stealth suit is 15. The tracksuit is 17. The power glove is 20.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going making a call, so I'll be temporarily disconnected.
Okay.
Let's see. I got this coupon here for half off.
She was like, ooh, like fancy. I was like, where'd you get this?
Won it at a carnival for a
She's
contest they were holding.
She was like, oh, so that means you got some moves.
Apparently.
She was like, you don't strike me as the type, outdoorsy type. Normally aren't the type people who would, compete in something like that. She'll let you know. She was like, if there's anything that you're looking to try to get, then she was like, if there's anything else you're trying to get, then by all means, she will definitely be trying to convince you to spend a decent amount of money since you have this voucher.
Okay. Well, I mean, what else? Do you have anything else of interest? I mean, these are all really cool, and I like these, so I'm going to put these aside for the moment, because I'm probably going to get them, but...
She will tell you. She was like, oh. Well, we do have these, for a man of distinguished taste such as yourself. You can tell that now that she sees that you have this, she is definitely trying to butter you up.
Oh yeah. I know they mentioned they have the normal. When they say accessories, do they mean the Pokemon accessories or the trainer accessories?
They have normal. They have normal of both, but then they do have like. She seems to be showing you. She seems to be trying to push the elite level stuff on you.
Yeah, I figured there was going to be a certain element of that.
But yeah, they do have the regular stuff. One of the things that she will point you in the direction of. She was like, well, for your trainer on the go, she'll look at you. She was like a man of high distinction in class such as yourself. Should only be seen with the best of equipment. That is why I personally recommend these. She will pull out a pair of shoes. and she will say for the low cost. She was like for the low cost of 22,500 Pokebucks. You about to say you're not even sure if that's the cost, but she is effectively taking you over to the section of the store where there aren't price tags on the items. So you are starting to realize that this stuff, I'll say that she's like, oh, well, we have the stuff where the normal people shop, and then this is where we take the rich folks to shop. So she will tell you that these shoes are quite amazing shoes. You won't be able to believe how awesome these shoes are. As a matter of fact, they're so good that these shoes will add a +3 to your movement. So these shoes add a +3 to your whatever your overland is. Will add a +3 to it.
Okay, so they're slightly different to the running shoes that I'm already wearing. For an added 5,000, she will give you the insoles that will add a +1 to your long jump and a +1 to your high jump. As she says that such meager things are well within a man of your distinguished abilities, finances. She is sure. So, are you? Do you fall for? I mean, do you buy this? No, I don't need the enhanced shoes.
She'll look a little like, aw.
All right. Let's see. I assume when you say accessories, I'm looking at the accessory chart here. I'm guessing they don't have like the rocks. This would be like the actual the clothing, fashion accessory type thing.
Yeah, clothing is that. I'm about to say, are you talking about like the evolution stones?
There's the evolution stones. There's the Everstone. There's the Eviolite, which is another type of stone.
That would be something that you would have to check the actual like department store.
Yeah, that's what I was double checking. I was pretty sure that was the case, but you said all accessories.
Yeah, there's
a
fashion stone. There's a fashion store, so it's like unless they do have earrings that you can put on your Pokemon. They don't have any inherent value.
Yeah.
They do have things here if you want to just kind of make your Pokemon look cute, and you can buy them like earrings and stuff like that. But yeah. Outside of that, yeah, no, nothing.
Okay. Alright, so I think I'm personally just going to pick up the outfits that I posted there. Depending on what David needs, if she has anything specifically she called out for him.
Okay. Like I said, unless he decides that he wants something.
You said that there's some shoes that increased overland?
Yeah, there was a set of shoes that's +3 move and +1 jump if we shell out a little bit more.
How much?
Low cost of 22,500. And if you're willing to spend an extra 5,000, then she can give you insoles that will add a that will increase your high jump and your long jump +1.
Ooh, that's really tempting. That's like all of my Pokebucks.
I don't mind covering it.
Yes, I mean it must be so nice to have friends of such luxurious nature.
I just got lucky, and I'm trying to share the.
Yeah,
I'm about to say, of course,
I'll go for
sir.
the
I would
sweets.
never doubt your ability. Of course, if you are feeling very lucky, we do recommend that you swing by the game center. And I'll say we do recommend that you swing by the game center at some point. There's been
I'm getting
a
shoes.
rather, and I'll say we do recommend that you swing by
Need some high heels.
the game center. It's been unnatural. I must say it's been unnaturally busy here lately. We've had a lot of people here who have kind of been very almost say compelled to go and play.
Well, it was on our list of possible stops.
Well, of course, I fully recommend it.
I do that by habit.
Tap it on the left.
No, you said 22 plus.
Sorry,
5,
I locked you out.
So it's 27,000.
Yes, you did, sir. You did. I was like,
Are you getting the spring? Are you getting the springy insoles as well?
That's why. I remember it's 5,000 for the insoles. Yeah.
Using the crate.
So it's 27 total.
27.5.
Okay, 27.5.
Yeah, because it was 22,500, and then it's an extra 5,000, so it'd be 27,500.
Okay, 27.5 becomes 13,750. Okay. Okay, so it's plus 3 move, plus 1 jump.
Good. I can't remember. Did you buy the Power Glove?
I did. I did. I bought both sets of clothing and the power glove.
Okay.
Alright, so leaving there was the department store, the massage parlor, the warehouse, obviously the game corner. Am I missing anything? Massage parlor, warehouse, game corner, department store. Am I missing anything?
Okay. Let's see. Let's see. The department store. The abandoned Bailstone building. The game corner. You just left the style shop.
Mm-hmm.
The abandoned warehouse. The massage. The massage parlor. The gift Pokemons. The gift Pokemon store.
That's
the
the
gift
one I was trying to
Pokemon
remember.
house. The meteorite store. The prize exchange. And the gym.
Let's try the meteorite store. That's probably where they sell all the cool rocks.
I think there's a fire stone that either grants or inhibits burning or something like that. Sounds like something that might be there.
Could be, yeah. I know I was looking for ethiolites for my my little dudes, but there's plenty of things that could enhance your stuff too.
Download Apple TV.
shopping episode.
Okay. Okay. Cool. All right. You can go to the meteorite store. So there seems to be an old man with several small, I'll say, like several small glowing rocks. I'll say he has rocks that seem to come in multiple. I'll say that seem to come in four different things. They come in basically four different styles. You have what appears to be a bunch, a rather large amount. You guess probably about 50. They are small, kind of almost indistinguishable from other rocks. They kind of just like small, probably about the size of skipping rocks, but with like divots and dents in them. Similar, the pattern kind of reminds you of a sponge. I'll say next to it, you do see some other stones. They kind of look a little smoother, and instead of being kind of bronzish copper color, this is more of a silverish color, and it's a bit flatter. Kind of looks like a bit like a sand dollar. There seems to be significantly less of those. You would guess maybe about 20. In the bin next to it is a rather smooth emerald-looking stone. That's significantly less of them. You notice 7 of them. And next to it, you will see a stone that almost looks like glass. It looks like blue tinted glass. There are only 2 of those. There's only 2 of those. If you decide to inspect it, you will notice that depending on which way you hold it up, and I'll say like as you hold it up and as you're twisting it, you will notice that it kind of shines with all seven colors of the rainbow, depending on which direction you turn it in. So as you're kind of like moving it around, you'll notice that it seems to be just like cycling through all the colors of the rainbow as you move it around.
Oh, that's cool.
Hello, the old man will look at you. Hello, good sirs. How are you doing today?
Doing pretty good.
How can I help you?
Well, we're new in town. My friend here is looking to challenge the gym, and we know stones are a great way to bring out a Pokemon's true potential, so we were wondering what you had in stock. I see you've got a lot of very interesting looking stuff. Not sure how much of them are decorative versus functional, but...
Oh, well, how functional they are depends on you. He'll say, well, he was like, well, in this town we believe in earning our stripes. So he was like, in this town we believe in earning our stripes. So for the people who want to start from the bottom up, he'll point over to the pile of what I said were kind of the a whole bunch of these like sponge-looking rocks. He was like, for those who wish to actually, work hard and be diligent and earn it, we have these. And he's like, each of these stones, they grow with you. What I do is I take these stones and I embed them into these little things. And he will show you something that kind of almost looks like the Patari rings, but without the gem inside of it. But there is a slot that one of these rocks could fit into. And he will say you can take these, and as your Pokemon grows in power, these stones will evolve with them, increasing their power with it. Each of these stones that you see before you is a stage of the stone's evolution. This one being its initial phase. He'll point to the box with the most stones. And this one being its final stage right here, as he points to the one that's shining 7 different colors. And he'll say now. He's like, now, to be fair. And he's like, to be fair, he's like, as much as I dislike the idea, I'm not against people using shortcuts. And so he'll point to these seven colored prismatic one. He was like, this one allows you. He was like, this one is incredibly rare, and is normally can only be forged by a trainer and his Pokemon through hard work and dedication. But on occasion, we do manage to find them by mining. There's a tremendous amount of power inside of this. But I'll say this is normally only for some of the more advanced trainers. And when he says advanced, he kind of makes like a hand motion with his fingertips to imply like advanced trainers are just the ones who are rich, who just want to throw money at trying to get better.
Okay.
But he said, if you take these ones right here, they'll start off like a simple decoration, but you'll definitely be able to see the difference in your Pokemon as you wear them. Assuming that you're a strong trainer and you can bring out the best in your Pokemon.
I always felt like we bring out the best in each other.
He'll smile. He was like, yeah. He was like, actually, that's a really good. He was like, that is a really good way of looking at it.
Well, I admit, I had come in here looking for some Eviolite, but these sound like they might be much more interesting.
He'll look at you. He was like that's my entire goal, is to make my store seem more interesting than the dime a dozen bulk stores that we have around here. He's gonna be like, so how's about it?
I'm willing to take a look. I admit I'm interested. I'm interested in the Bond rocks they go with that earring, and I mean, you threw so many at me at once. I was a little confused on that last one because you had the one that evolved with you. You had the ones that were pre-evolved, and then there was I think a third type. You said.
Well, I must say there's 4 forms of these. There's the default form, the second form, the third form, and the final form. The final form is the one. Yeah. The default form just kind of looks like a rock with some dents in it.
Okay, so it's all the same stone. It's all the same stone, just where you are in the progression.
In different stages, yeah. And the higher the stage, the less of them he has.
Well, yeah, that makes sense. Is there any benefit from starting at the bottom and working your way up with it, aside from pride and bragging rights? Like, if it's been with the Pokemon the whole time, is it better for more tuned or something, so it's got a better effect for the Pokemon than if you just cheat and go to the end?
No, but he'll say, when you put it that way, no, there isn't. He was like, but for anyone who does decide to go this route, they normally decide to go with this. It's like they normally decide to go with keys because it's as much as I hate to say it, it's a bit easier on the pockets of of the younger trainers.
Okay, well, what kind of
he's like you know how it can be wandering around. He's like wandering around trying to become. He's like trying to venture around the world and do this stuff.
Yeah, it can be very expensive depending on how good your luck in battle is, and/or finding people to battle with in the first place.
Yeah.
All right. Well, what kind of price ranges are we looking at? And I guess for the meta perspective, what kind of mechanic are we looking at here? Because that might have. I'm not opposed to, since apparently there's no benefit to having it, start with this Pokemon at the beginning and working your way up.
Well, he's like, well, he's like, well, there's a benefit. He's like, there's a benefit. He's like, remember you said that you two would make each other better. So here you go, Hopper. Come on. Can you turn on the light on us? I don't think Hopper can see. Come on. Hold the door closed. Okay. It's hold on. I got it. It's take his pillow out. Okay. Yeah. All right.
Great. What's your feeling? Why is in the cottage?
I don't know, but in a bit of a butt. That's all I do with that right now. Why is the back door unlocked? I was just trying to get my house robbed. Back door's unlocked. Front door's unlocked. Like we don't live in a black neighborhood. A handful of white people doesn't mean this place is safe.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. Let me get back to As far as the default meteorites, there are a total of 7,000.
And what do they do?
Immediately, nothing.
Okay, so by default they have absolutely no effects whatsoever.
Default, they have absolutely no effect whatsoever.
Alright. The tier 2? Or next level up, rather.
Mm-hmm.
What is 7 is obviously more than 7,000.
Okay. The tier 2. Well, let's see. Let's see. Tier 2. Their movements become more fluid. Must say their movements become more fluid. Lower the AC. Must say lower the AC of physical damage category types by 1.
Nice. Tier 2.
Okay.
That's tier 2. Tier 3.
Tier 3. The power of this crystal. The power of this crystal begins to. The power of this crystal begins to cause the the true power of the Pokemon to begin to expel outward from it. Pokemon learns the ability Pressure.
And then I think tier 4 is the last tier.
Tier 4 is the last tier.
And are these effects cumulative, or is it replacing pressure?
They are cumulative.
Okay, they are cumulative. All right. And so tier 4.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, now we can.
Okay, cool. Sorry. All right. Tier 4. Tier 4. The power of the meteorite brings out the true potential of your Pokemon. All base stats increased by 2.
Okay. And how much is that one?
The Final Form one?
Yeah.
Final Form 1 is 100,000 Pokebucks.
Okay, so I could afford one of those if I wanted to.
He'll say, he's like, yeah. When he says that price and kind of sees the look on your face, he was like, yeah. He was like, trust me. He was like, we don't have that many people come through here and get those. He was like, as a matter of fact, about a day or two ago was the first time I sold one of those. He was like, about a day or two ago was the first time I sold one of those in a few months.
I'm not surprised.
He was like, a little bit of an odd kid, but
yeah,
he must have looked really angry.
Yeah.
But he had the money, so. He was like in all honesty, I feel like you definitely have a better sense of. He's like, you definitely seem to have a better sense of how to treat Pokemon, than that pump.
Hmm.
So which ones? I know you asked for the price of the for the most expensive one.
Well,
Okay.
let's see.
I can give you the cost.
Well,
Say so.
just curiosity. Do you do bulk discounts? Like if I buy mineral items, would I get a little bit off?
if you he's willing to give you a bulk discount on the he'll give you a bulk discount on the defaults.
Which is the ones I was
He
thinking
was
about.
like he was like the second and third. He was like the second and third and final form ones are too rare to give away for and discounts.
No, if I was going to ask for a bulk discount, it was only on the default tier ones.
Yeah, the defaults, yes. He can give you a discount of how many are you trying to get?
That's what I was debating. I currently have 4 Pokemon counting Fringilla. David has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that'd be 9. 8. Let's call it 10. So I have a few in reserve for, if we catch anything out on the road.
So 10. Let's see. All right, so if you can give me a charm roll. It's just, I'll say he's willing to offer a discount. I'm just trying to see how much of one you can, yeah. I'll say just trying to see if you get the standard or if you get a better one.
Well, this is going to be shit with my 1D and charm.
I can't tell what you rolled because roll 20 at the end of the day.
Grand total of 5. Which, for this system, is not bad, but...
Yeah, okay. Grand total of 5, okay. Standard would have been that. He's willing to give you 8% off.
8% off. I assume that's of the total.
Yeah.
And that's the total for those, so 70,000. 8% off 70,000.
Should put it around
64,400.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Well, in that case, I will take 10 of the tier 1s, 1 tier 4, which costs me this much thanks to this coupon.
How much money do you have left?
That leaves me with 40,000.
Okay.
Yeah, 45,000. 45,456, if we're being specific.
So you said you bought one tier
1 tier 1, 4 tier. I mean 1 tier 4, 4 tier 10s. I mean 10 tier 10. 1 tier 4, 10 tier 1s.
Okay. Okay. That is fucking expensive. Okay.
Yes, it is definitely expensive. And I still gotta go buy more restoratives because the other town was running really low on them.
Yeah.
But I do have a whole bunch of berries and balls I can sell. And I can do an exchange, so I'm not too.
This is fair. All right. In which case, you have done with you have the thing of what the meteorites do, correct?
Writing it down now. Alright. So tier 4 +2 all stats.
Mm-hmm.
Pressure.
Mm-hmm.
-1 physical ACC.
Mm-hmm.
And that was it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's what I thought. It was like that's all. Okay.
Yeah.
How do these things grow? Is this by loyalty, by just as you level up, or?
He didn't tell you.
Well, I mean, now as I'm checking out, like, how do these grow? Is it by loyalty / bond? Is it by just experience?
He's gonna tell you he's like the meteors the meteors are very strange. He's like hold very strange and mystical properties. He was like if you attach it to your Pokemon, and he's like attach it to your Pokemon, and your Pokemon's energy will feed it, and in return the meteorite's energy will begin to feed back into your Pokemon. So as I said, as your Pokemon grows, you will grow. And the power of your Pokemon will be the power and the growth of your Pokemon will be reflected in the stone.
So that sounds like with experience.
Experience, love, friendship.
Okay.
Who knows?
Mm-hmm.
He'll say he'll say that I must admit that I've never actually owned a Pokemon before, so I'm unaware of the bond. But my grandchildren have Pokemon, and they seem very happy.
Fair enough. Well, thank you for your time, good sir. Just gonna equip these to my little buddies here.
Okay. Which one are you giving the...
Harold gets the tier 4, and everybody else gets tier 1s.
Okay. Okay, you attach it to Harold. The moment that you attach it to his ear, you will see. You will see around his neck. Around his neck and around. Around his neck. You'll see like this kind of for lack of a better term, mane of white fire erupt around his neck.
Oh, that's
You also
interesting.
you also see Harold's eyes go white.
It's supposed to do that.
He's going to look. He's like, I'm not sure because like I said, I've never seen anyone equipped it in front of me.
Oh,
He was like, most people, you just wait a bit to go do that, but that considering how powerful that thing is, I'm not surprised. Harold kind of looks a bit confused. He'll reach and kind of touch the flames. It actually seems like, for lack of a better term, tangible flames as he kind of pets it.
well, there you go, buddy.
If Harold does not have it already, give him the trait of heater.
I don't believe he has it by default. He does not.
His pelt does increase. His pelt does give off heat, although it is up to Harold as to whether he actually wants to burn people with it. So the flame is only dangerous when he wishes it to be. If you try to touch the pelt, it feels like warm fur.
Cool. Cool.
Harold's eyes. I'm about to say, unless you take this off, Harold. I'm about to say this pelt and Harold's eyes will stay. This pelt of flames will remain, and Harold's eyes will stay white.
Alrighty then.
All right. With that, is there anyone else you are trying to?
Well, we were talking about checking out the massage parlor, so.
Okay. Massage parlor. Okay. Cool. All right. The massage parlor will. Okay. Massage parlor. Yeah. That is the massage parlor.
Yep.
All right. As you walk into the establishment, the young lady behind the counter will look at you and your Pokemon, particularly looking at Harold. Like, oh, okay, that is new. I've never seen a Scorbunny look like that.
Yeah, we got some of your magic rocks at the.
She's gonna look at you. She was like, "Oh, did you win big at the? Did you win big at the prize area?"
Yeah, something like that.
Oh, well then. Well, so you've already visited. She's gonna like, oh, so I didn't know that you've already visited the game corner. Okay. Well then. Welcome. I'm pretty sure your hand is. I'm pretty sure your arms are quite stiff from pulling slots. So would you and your Pokemon appreciate a massage?
It is why we came over here.
Okay. How many do we have?
Well, let's see. Me, myself, my friend here, and our team comes out to... Who's had this number? 1, 2, 3... if we're doing everybody, that would be... what would a group of 10 look like?
Group of 10. So you two. I'll say so. She was like you
and our
two.
Pokemon.
So you two trainers and 8 Pokemon. Okay. She's gonna pull up the math. And like, okay, so that'll be 1,000 per trainer, 600 per Pokemon.
Okay. So 1,000 per trainer. 600. Okay, 6,800. I doubt this coupon is valid here, so 6,800.
Yeah, you're paying for a service, not an item.
Yeah, that's what I figured. There we go. I'll fork that over.
Okay. She will tell you to go ahead and lay down. There will, I must say, for the more durable Pokemon, i.e., the Onyx and Torkoal, there will be some. I'll say you will see a couple of familiar rock type Pokemon come out as 5 Geodudes come from around the corner, come floating in from around the corner to massage. I'll say to massage Onyx. 4 of them going to massage Onyx. 1 of them going to massage Torkoal. A handful of assistants will come out for the rest of you. Let's see. For the as you are doing this, the entire process lasts roughly about an hour. Which case, I'll say for the duration of this adventure, everyone who participated in the massage can have 10 temporary hit points. And give yourself an evasion bonus of +1.
Awesome.
No, wait, sorry. I'll say no. For the next. For the next 7 days, you and your Pokemon are immune to the paralysis condition.
You
as your muscles are too limber, and let's say as your muscles now are too limber and too loose to be seized up by the effects of paralysis. Right. I say she will look and be like, "My pleasure. I'm just very glad to." He's like, "I'm very glad to assist."
Thank you so very much. Alright. Well, I feel like the exploration things probably should be done when David's not quite as distracted. I was going to go check out some of the exploration sites, but David's a little distracted right now.
Okay.
I guess I'm going to go check out the game corner, which may or may not be plot related, since people are apparently being compelled to check it out.
Okay. Trying to pull up the casino. Yeah. Yep, this works. Wait, no, it doesn't. Was working. It decided not to. Nope. On. There we go.
Is something supposed to happen?
No, I was trying to get this damn thing to work.
Okay, that was there you go on your end, not mine.
Yeah, no, it's bullshit on mine. There we go. Okay, so you guys are heading to the city. All right.
You're heading to the thing, to do the thing.
Heading to go do stuff. Okay, so it's like, the fuck is going on? Jeez. Being a pain in the goddamn ass.
As you do.
Okay. And like this map was populated, and then I just came back and it's like, no, ain't nobody on this map. It's just you.
Sometimes that's the way it be.
Okay. No, oh, not JPEG, you piece of shit. Fuck you. Of course you do. Yeah, screw it. I'm gonna load it up later. Reload everybody later. For right now, the only person that really matters is the person who's running the place. Okay. So, you guys are gonna head into head into the place. In which case, I'm gonna go ahead and just do this. Sid. Francis, Sid, Jerry, and Sienna. There we go. Okay. I will have this map populated. I will have this map populated next time. I swear.
Well, it's not that
I just
big.
gotta find her. I know I gotta find. Well, I'm like the amount of people that must say like the environment's supposed to give off the idea that there's a bunch of people in here, and then I went to look at it. I was like, oh, maybe it's just taking a moment to load. And it's like, no one is here. And so yeah. So now I gotta go through like my folder of characters and actually repopulate it with the specific people that are supposed to be here. But it did save one person who's supposed to be here. The person at the register. This person.
Hey!
She'll look over towards you. Oh, well, hello. What must say? Welcome. Must say welcome. Must say we. Must say welcome to the Veilstone Game Corner. How can we help you?
Well, in theory, we're here to play some games.
Ah. So I'll say so. It seems. Well, we have. She was like, well, we do have the. She was like, we have the slot. She was like, we have the slot machines. We have the. I'll say she was like, we have the slot machines. We have the. We have the. The. She was like, we have the Sinnoh Poker game. And of course, we have a fan favorite of the adults, the roulette table. It's been quite busy around here. If you haven't noticed, but if you wish to participate, you are welcome to it.
Anything you particularly recommend?
She'll look you up and down. How old are you?
Going to my sheet. I think 16. 15 according to this.
She'll say, and how lucky do you feel?
Moderate.
I would say the slots. That's a nice starting point. How often have you gambled?
This, outside of, screwing around with friends, this probably would be my first.
Ah, okay. Definitely the slots.
Alright, I guess we will start with the slots then.
Okay. Cool. In which case, the slot machines. Cool. It will take 3 Pokebucks per. It will take 3 Pokebucks per spin. How many spins do you want to take?
$3 a spin. Okay, money. $3 a spin. This might be a good time to round out the cash. I'm gonna blow 3 shots, so let's go with 5 spins for 15.
Okay. In which case, what I need you to do is I need you to. You said you're doing five spins?
Yep.
Okay. I need you to roll me 5 sets of 3d6.
Alright. You said 3d6?
I'll say 5 sets of 3d6.
1, 2, 3, 4. So 2 average, 1 awesome, and 2.
Okay, let's see. Right, and that was the whole. Okay. Cool. All right. You, my friend, have won. I must say, you, my friend, have won 16. Must say, your gambling on this has won you 16 coins.
Okay.
Okay. The first spin. The first spin gets you nothing. The second spin gets you nothing. The third spin gets you 6. The fourth spin gets you nothing. And the fifth spin gets you 10.
Oh, righty then.
And I say, based on these d6 rolls, you realize that you win based on how many times you roll doubles or all 3 of the same number.
Alright, well, in that case, gotta put in enough for another 10.
Okay. See. Hold up, because I haven't had it. Hold on. See. Yes. Okay, let's see. So you're doing. All right. So let's see. The first one. All right. So you said 10 more spins.
Yeah, that's why I did two groups of
Okay.
5 there. Yeah.
Okay. So let's see. So first spin is a first spin. Nothing. Second spin. Let's see. Second spin, let's see. First spin, nothing. Second spin, 10. Third spin, nothing. Fourth spin, nothing. Fifth spin, nothing. Sixth spin, nothing. Seventh spin, nothing. Eighth spin, 75.
Okay, so that last spin really redeemed the run.
Ninth spin, 10. 10th spin, nothing.
Okay, so that's 95. $111. Okay. Okay, we also had it was slots, poker.
There's poker, yes.
I'm trying to remember what the games were. There were slots, there was poker,
Slots, poker, roulette.
roulette. Go try poker. Why not?
Okay. See, one of the things you notice one of the things you notice doing poker around here, the people who are at the slot machine, everyone seems to be, even though they're pumping a bunch of money into it, everyone seems to be coming out on top. Nobody here seems to actually be losing money.
Unless they're trying to bankrupt the thing, that feels like the opposite of a scam.
Yeah, and also everyone here seems to either be breaking even or coming out on top.
Interesting.
All right, so heading over to the poker table. All right. Okay. So, what I need you to do is I need you to roll me. I'm gonna say if you are participating in this, how much are you putting in?
Sounds like they don't have a minimum buy-in then.
Minimum is 100.
Alright. Well, we'll start with the minimum 100 then.
Okay. Cool. Which case, I need you to roll me. Let's see. That was going to sound really weird. I need you to roll me 5 D13s.
Yeah, that sounds really weird. I'm not sure if this was just going to be like playing Yahtzee or something. Okay, D13. You got a double? Two of a kind.
Okay. I'll say, at the moment, there is one person at the table with you. Okay. You have your hand, he has his. Do you want to attempt to bluff them? Or do you want to stick with, or do you feel like you have a strong enough hand?
Well, if I wanted to bluff them, my guile is only 1d plus 1. How confident do they feel about their hand based on my senses?
Intuition?
Okay. Any bonus for aura stuff?
Yeah, but you can add your dice your dice and focus as flat bonus.
Okay. So that's an effective 19. I'll blow an AP to bring it up to 20.
Okay. They seem to have the same level of confidence as you do.
Okay.
You can tell that they have low end confidence. It's similar to what you kind of have right now. It's like, at least they kind of seem to have the mentality of at least it's not just a handful of nothing.
All right. Well,
So you can come to the idea that they probably have a pair, because at least they're not like, oh hey, it's like a ace high or something like that.
yeah.
So they probably got a pair. You don't know what it's a pair of, but it's more likely a pair.
If we feel about even, then I think I will stick it out. And like I said, I only have 1D in bluff, so there's no point. So, yeah.
Not gonna try to bluff?
I'm not going to try to bluff.
Okay. Cool. All right. You set down your cards. Your pair of 4s. His pair of 9s.
Alrighty then.
The dealer is the guy will look at you. Must say the young man will look at you. He was like, you wanna try again?
Sure.
Yeah. He's like, all right. He was like, okay. With that, another gentleman will sit down as well, and be like, he was like, so we're here to have fun, huh? And he'll be like, yeah. He's like, we're always here to have fun. He's like, we got a youngster here. He's like, oh, he's like a fresh face, nice. Like, where'd you roll in from?
Well, as of a little while ago, that festival a few days down the road, but initially from the Cliff Seal village up in the mountains.
Oh, country boy. Well, don't let.
He's more the country boy.
Mountain man. My apologies.
Yeah, I'll give you mountain man.
Well, let's show them how we do here in the city. Which case, go right ahead. Let's see.
I take it we're not doing draw. Based on the last hand, I take it we're not doing draw. It's just what you get is what you get.
Yeah, what you get is what you get.
Okay. And that's another 100 off.
Okay, let's see. Okay. Actually, that's a damn good roll. Okay. Cool. All right. Are you doing the same thing that you did last time?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Again, just reading the room, not doing anything, too cheaty.
Okay.
So, effective 19, I'll blow AP to bring that up to 20.
Okay. Which case, you will take. I'll say you can tell that they seem to have the same. They seem to have the same energy that they have at the last hand. It was like pretty much you're getting the at least it's not trying to figure out a single card. So you kind of get the same energy from them. One of them is you can kind of get the idea from the original one that he has the same thing as last time, where he's like, at least I got a pair. I might be able to trick this kid. The other guy seems to be. You can kind of get this impression that he's like, yeah, I definitely. He's like, I'm pretty sure I can trick this kid. He's just a kid. But you can kind of tell that he's kind of got shit in his hand. but he's got some shit in his hand, but he's pretty confident based on you saying that you're from the mountains and not the city that he can probably try to bluff you.
All right. Well, I will stick it out then.
Okay. Cool. One of them is going to put down a pair of 5s. The other guy is going to put down a pair of kings.
Ooh.
Doesn't mean shit. Doesn't mean shit compared to your 3 of a kind. Which means that you walk away with 900 Pokebucks.
That's what I need. More money.
You will feel when you win, you will feel a mild tingle around. You will feel a mild tingle around your aura sense. Similar to what you felt when you were at the temple recently, well, that ruin.
Take a look around.
It's almost like something. It's almost like when. Almost feels like while you were in the middle of, when you just won your hand, something seemed to try to reach out and actively affect your aura. Not in a negative way, but just felt like something was hampering with it, for lack of a better term.
Interesting.
The gentleman at the seat will look at you and be like, "Would you like to?" He was like, "Would you like to test your luck again, sir?" And I say, one of the guys was like, he was like, "Yeah, he wants to." He was like, "Yeah, he wants to. I want my money back." One of the other guy looked. He was like, "Well," he was like, "Well, I did win a whole lot on the slot machines, and I'm willing to try again." Somebody else will look over. It was like, "Oh wait," and it was like, "Oh wait, sweet, we have enough people. Yeah, can I get in?" He was like, "Yeah." A third person will show up.
Yay. Getting really popular over here all of a sudden.
You kind of seem to have a crowd gathering around. It's you and 3 other people at the moment.
Alright, yeah, sure, I'm game to give it another go, I guess.
Okay. I need you to roll me 5d13, but I need you to roll them. I need you to roll twice.
Somebody's gonna be cheating. Well, ideally I want to stick with the second one, but... because that looks like 2 pair as opposed to 1 pair, if I'm understanding what you're doing correctly.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Do you wish to read the room?
Sure.
Okay. Looking at looking at your cards. Looking at your cards. Which one do you want to keep?
If I understand what you're doing, it looks like I have 2 pair on the second one, and only 1 pair on the first.
Yeah.
Suits don't matter, so I can't do flushes or anything. So I guess I will go with the second for the 2 pair.
Okay. Cool. In which case, these guys will look. Let's see, intuition. Okay. Opponent of Mase, the first guy who you were playing with, he still seems like, man, I really can't get past just having a pair. The new guy who showed up, seems like he has something slightly better than a pair. The second Mase, that's the new guy. The new guy who wanted to show up. The second guy who was complaining about losing seems very confident with what he has. And he kind of seems, he doesn't even seem to be hiding the fact. He's like, I'm getting him. He's like, I think I got him this time. Based on what you have, you are looking at 2 kings and 2 sevens. So a pair of kings and a pair of sevens, and a pair of kings, a pair of sevens, and a queen.
I'm going to write that out.
Okay. He puts so you put down your hand, correct? You all place your cards face down. The dealer reaches over. The first opponent flips his cards, pair of threes. Pair of threes with a king high. The second person puts down 2 pair of fives and a pair of sixes. The other gentleman, however, ends up putting down 3 aces and 2 kings. 3 aces and 2 jacks. He has a full house. The dealer flips your cards over, and the dealer looks at your cards. The gentleman with the full house grabs his hair and screams and starts banging his head on the table. How did this happen?
His full house beats my 2 pair.
Once the dealer flips your cards over, he was like, and the young man wins the hand.
Wait, what?
You look at your cards. Your kings do not seem to be there. Your 2 kings do not seem to be there. Instead, you seem to have 4 sevens.
The fuck?
You have 4 of a kind and a queen.
Okay.
The dealer's like, huh, impressive.
That's one word for it.
Kind of...
That's one word for it.
The dealer will say, he's like, well, as there are 4 of you, multiplied by the pot. He was like, the young man has won 4,000 Pokebucks. So he will take the big wooden scoop thing and just like push the chips towards you.
Thank you.
Sienna's gonna kind of run over to you, and she was like, "Wow!" She was like, "Wow, bestest buddy! I knew that you had it in you. Yeah, look at you go."
Yeah. I think I'm gonna try one of the other tables now.
So the guy's like, "You can't leave." He's like, "You can't leave. You can't just take all our money like that and leave." He's like, "Dude, just relax." He was like, "No, just go to the slot machines and win it all back." He was like, "You know how long it's gonna take you to win it back at the slots?" He's like, "Yeah, but," he's like, "we're all making money here. It's not really a problem." He's like, "But can't lose to a kid." They're just kind of like trying to calm the guy down, and he's like, "I can't believe I lost." So it kind of seems to be throwing a little bit of a hissy fit.
Okay. So that's weird, right?
What the fuck? Oh, okay. I just read that. I was like, wait, what? That is Raven when David run. Okay, that's alright.
Slightly less concerned.
So on, so alright. Cool. And so the last table around here is the roulette table.
I'm gonna go check that one out. Not necessarily sit down yet, but at least, see how it's going.
Okay. Let's see. So the roulette table, you can either choose to. Let's say you can either choose to bet. Let's say you can bet on red or you can bet on black.
Well, I mean, you always bet on black.
If you, let's say you can bet on red or you can bet on black, and based on that, I'll say based on that, whatever it rolls, and I'll say whatever the ball lands in, I'll say if it, I'll say let's say you bet 100. If you bet, let's say you bet on red, it lands on red. You will win twice. You will win twice your amount, minus whatever number that it lands on. So if you I'll say if you bet 100 on red and it lands on red, then you will win 200. And if it lands on like red 30, then your winnings drop from 200 to 170. If you pick a color and an exact number, I'll say if you pick a number and an exact number and it lands on that, you will win 1,000 times what you bet on.
Damn.
So if you it's pretty much like a D100. It's like you select a number. I'll say select a color, select a number. If it lands on that color and that number, then you win 1,000 times 100.
Does it seem to be, just watching the table and and payouts and stuff, does it seem to be behaving like a normal table, or?
Yeah, it seems to be behaving like a normal table. People seem to be just winning. People it's kind of like I said, it's pretty much 50-50. So if you've seen a roulette table, it's pretty much just like a dartboard. It's like black, red, black, red, black, red, black, red.
Yeah.
Yeah. So and it's 100 spaces on it.
So not seeing any weird shenanigans like we just witnessed at the poker table.
Well, you didn't even see any weird shenanigans. You know exactly what cards you put down. You didn't see the cards do anything. You were staring at them the whole time. And then you just, once they flipped them over, they were completely different.
Well, that's what I mean. not
Yeah.
seeing anything where like
Seems to
somebody's
be doing
betting one thing and it's coming up completely different, and you're like, wait a minute.
Yeah. People are betting, people are winning, people are losing.
Okay.
Seems fairly legit. I mean, it's not like you're sensing any magnets.
Well, I mean, the other thing seemed fairly legit until it wasn't.
If they did do something, you have no clue how it happened. Best you can think of is maybe the cards change color or something. But even then, who would it benefit to do that?
That again, that's the. It's like, wait, what? Sense no make. Alright, I'll try
Okay.
a round of roulette, I guess.
Okay. Okay. I need a color and a number.
It was numbers were what to what?
1 to 100.
Black 44.
Said black 44.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So 1 is black, 2, I'll say 1 is red, 2 is black. And you said you bet on what?
Black 44.
Oh, okay.
So in theory, that's a loss.
I'll say you put 100 down. You have, I'll say, yeah, you lost it. Someone else, one other person on the thing, one other person on the table. Bet, I'll say, only one other person actually bet black, so they walk away with 258. I mean, 158. And it was like, would you like to try again?
Sure. Let it ride.
Okay.
I believe that's the appropriate phrasing.
Yes. Okay. What are you going with?
Again, the same, so that'd be again the black 40.
Black 42?
4.
Black 44. Okay. Okay, the ball starts bouncing around. The ball starts bouncing around. It seems to come to a stop on red it seems to come to a stop on red before the ball mysteriously hops over one space to black 7-5.
Okay.
You walk away. You walk away for 125. The person running the wheel will kind of look at you like, huh, that was odd.
Yeah.
Momentarily, you will feel that same feeling again.
Gonna make a perception check if that's alright. Below an AP to make that an even 10. No, David, we're not silent if you're not hearing anything.
Perception. You look around. It's a bunch of people are around here just playing. It's just the standard noise that you hear at a casino.
Weird.
No one actually seems to be paying attention to you, except for Sienna, who kind of seems to be hanging around you, like tugging you on your arm, like, "Yay, we're gonna be rich." That's effective, yeah. Kind of what you do. She's like, "Yay, we're gonna be so rich." Woohoo.
Floozy says.
Now, assuming you kind of have that look on your face, like, what's this we?
Yeah.
Like, well, you're gonna share the wealth, right? That's what Rangers do. Isn't that the Ranger way? Okay. Do you plan on trying again?
Sure, I'll put down another 100, I guess. See how this goes.
Okay. All right. Sienna's gonna be like, "Are we letting it ride?
Might as well.
We're letting it ride." She's gonna slam her hand down on the table. She was like, "We are gonna win this. Isn't that right?"
Sure.
It is going to roll around. It is going to roll around. The table is going to. It's going to roll around. It definitely seems like it's landing on black, and it lands on black. It seems to be stopping on black 88 before it seems to clip on. It seems to clip on a piece of it seems to have clipped on what you didn't notice before inside. That was inside the wheel. Seems to be a small popcorn kernel from someone who had been frantically eating. As it bounces off of that popcorn kernel, and almost seems to have itself as that 88 turns into 44.
No, this isn't stuff.
As it bounces, as it bounces across the table and lands on 44. You will hear several sirens in the casino go off as this annoying amount of lights and party streamers just go off ahead over top of you. It's like as it's like, we've got a grand prize winner.
Yep.
This amount of noise. That's weird.
What?
Okay, that was just weird. Okay, no, the headphones just died for some reason. Didn't even say it was dying; it just did. Okay. Okay. I must say, so this noise that you're hearing from all these different stimuli is rather aggravating. Roll me focus. It's almost like the sirens are going off in your ear as they're just kind of blaring stuff through the speakers. And roll it for Sienna as well.
Oh, this ought to be good. Go shit.
Okay. No worries, she kind of. I mean, she rolled decent, but yeah.
Well, one D and focus. What do you want?
Yeah, she is clutching her ears like, God damn it, kind of doing that. Your senses are being bombarded with these loud noises, but you also at the same time feel that presence more. I'll say you felt that. As you're winning this, you feel that presence even more so right now. It is, you can feel it. The aura that you can feel seems to have shifted momentarily to something, that almost wasn't your own and has shifted back. And you feel the presence of something nearby, but it almost like it passes. It almost like it went right by you. Kind of give you the presence of like you felt someone walk behind you, and when you turn around, they're not there.
Oh, I hate that.
Like if you had turned around a split second sooner, you would have noticed it. But something about the noises that you heard didn't give you enough time to react to see what it was. But nobody else seems to act as if anyone or anything just passed by you.
Alright. Well, that's sufficiently weird.
This woman starts walking towards you with the prize money in tow. She was like, well, for the first, she was like, it has been quite the lucky week for all our patrons, hasn't it? And they were like, yeah. It was like, but no one seems to be luckier than this young man right here, who seems to have won the grand prize of 100,000 Pokebucks. Woo! Now, if he would be so kind as to come up here and the door to the casino will get kicked open as this woman comes running in screaming, "Help me, please! Someone help me!"
Turn to look, I guess.
She was like, my baby, My baby, someone kidnapped my child.
Well, that sounds like something we probably should get invested in.
And with that, the scene will shrink to 1/8 its size, go into the corner, and say to be continued.
Is that 100,000?
Well, you haven't collected it yet.
Oh, okay.
I'm about to say she was walking towards you with it until this woman kicked open the door and was like, she was like, "Somebody help! Someone just kidnapped my child."
Okay.
Now you kind of so this is you now having the choice of do you go and immediately chase after the kidnapper, or do you sit here and do the paperwork for the $100,000 and then go chase after the assailant after you're done doing that?
That's not a problem. What are you talking about? I got 2 people in mark mode. They can do. They can sign paper. Having never actually gambled at a casino, I don't know if, hey, can you hang on to that? I'll be back. Hey, I'll back in a minute.
I mean, it's Pokemon. Normally, no, but it's Pokemon Universe, so yeah.
So yeah, I'm not out the money. I don't have it on me yet.
Yeah, you haven't gotten it yet. It's a are you willing to just leave it, and are you willing to just leave it for right now and go do it? Because I mean, I'm not going to do the whole tax system of like what you actually have to do for a casino, because pretty much anything that you win that's over $5,000, basically now anything you win over 3,000, you have to fill out a form at a casino so that you can claim it on taxes.
I'm a kid. I don't pay taxes.
I'm not going to do it.
I'm a kid. I don't pay taxes. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I'm not about to hit you with taxes, but you will have to do the paperwork for having, won the jackpot.
And recouping a good chunk of the money I just spent. Alright. Well, the game corner was different. Usually these things are much more rigged in these games.
It is. Once you find out why it's doing what it's doing, you'll be like, oh, okay, that makes more sense. It is once again a story. This one, since you came to this city, you kind of triggered another one of your storyline things.
Oh, okay. Because there might be a plot Pokemon at the end of this. I was wondering if I triggered plot when he mentioned the angry kid coming through buying the same shit I did. It's like, oh great, Raish came through here.
Yeah, he came through this way so that he can restock after his encounter with you. Obviously seems to be of the idea that, yeah, he's probably chasing after me now, so I should probably make sure I'm stocked up on stuff so that I can, try to beat the shit out of my brother if he shows up again.
Except I'm really not. Except I'm not really.
What, chasing after him?
Yeah.
I mean, you kind of are, remember?
No, well, I meant in terms of, how these, scenarios come together. Like, yeah, I'm trying to catch up with him, but it's not like I know where he's going to. It's more catch up by, it's like, I know you're out here on the road, there's only so many places you can go, I'll hit you by coincidence.
Oh, yeah.
So far, at least, has panned out.
Okay. So what did you think about the casino so far? Or the game one?
I'm enjoying it. I will admit I was expecting a little bit more complexity from some of these games, but I am not disappointed in them.
Yeah, I'm not saying because I was like, okay, that's slot machines. I was like, slot machines.
Yeah, the slot machines make sense. When you said poker, I was expecting again closer to like dice poker, so Yahtzee. But this is a reasonable, simple system for it eliminates several of the hands that you could get because since you don't have suits or anything.
Must have thought about suits. I didn't. Man, I was trying to think about suits, but at the same time, I was like, there's only. I was trying to think. I was like, there's only one hand.
Yeah.
I was like, there's only one hand that's suit based. So.
Two, I think, but yeah, it's not like, again. I was expecting like Yahtzee dice poker, but this is fine. I had no complaints. It was just kind of like I was a little surprised we didn't have the option to re-roll one or two of the dice, but again, not a big deal.
Yeah, I was thinking about that because I was like, should I do the poker where you can trade out like a certain amount of dice, like keep one and then trade out the others.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not opposed to doing that because David might want to try it, or Greg if he's able to, show up and you guys want to do this. So I'm like, I can actually try those for rules for next time. I'm not opposed to that. The only reason I was saying was like D13. I was like, that would actually represent.
Yeah.
That would represent all of the available cards, and I was going to let the ones count as aces if you wanted. They can either be a 1 or an ace, and everything a 10 and 11 would be a jack. 12, I'll say 11 would be a jack. 12 would be a queen. King would be a 13.
Yeah, the D13. Once I figured out why you were doing a D13, it's like, okay, that works. That makes sense. And like I said, I wasn't complaining. It was just kind of like, okay. You said poker. I thought it was going to be this. Turned out to be this. The only one I was kind of disappointed in, and this is not your fault, was roulette, because you did fairly reasonably represent roulette. Roulette's just not that exciting.
Yeah, roulette's not that exciting. That's what I was like, it's a big risk, big reward.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, and there is something else at play here. So there's something else at play here, and that's why I was like, okay. I was like, I wasn't exactly expecting you to do anything that would actually, win you the grand prize. And I was like, yeah, like the chances of this, I'm like, so he has 50-50 chance, and then he has a 1 in 100 of that 50-50 chance. And so I was like, okay. And then I was like, oh, wait, it came up in 88. And let me see what's going on here, considering what's going on here. Yeah, that's actually feasible. I was like, okay. Sweet. So that worked out well for you.
Yeah. Like I said, no complaints.
Okay.
Just again, I thought it was going to go this way and it didn't, which is not that big a deal.
Okay. But yeah, we can try. I'm more than happy to try the different poke. If you have like a different idea for like any modifications for the poker thing, I'm completely open to it. That's just like the first thing that came to my mind on how to kind of make it work.
Well, again, they actually have rules for dice poker because that's what Yahtzee is.
Oh, okay. I've never played Yahtzee.
Yeah, it's literally just poker with dice.
Okay. Yeah, I've never played Yahtzee because I'm like, yeah, there are so many card games I never got to play growing up. Because as a black kid is pretty much the only dice game. The only card games we ever played was pretty much spades. It was basically it. Was pretty much spades. And I'm like, fuck. I'm trying to think of it. Goddamn, I don't think we ever really played. Shit, they never taught us anything. Everybody else was like, oh, you done gin rummy? I was like, nope. It was like, you ever done old boat? Nope. You ever did war? Nope. I didn't know how to play war. I never knew how to play war until, I didn't learn how to play war until about 5 years ago. Then I never learned how to play gin rummy until like a year ago. So, yeah, I'm a bit behind on most of that. Okay, but yeah, I guess in 2 weeks when we do this again, if David wants to try his hand at the casino as well. I know that the slot machines you win more often, but it pays less.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say slot machines you're pretty much almost guaranteed to win. So long as you roll 3d6 and at least 2 of them match, then you'll win something. because if two of them match, you win 2/3 of what the grand prize is for that number, and so the grand prize is $100. Not sorry, the grand prize is 300. So if you roll 3 6s, that's $300. If you roll all ones, then that's that's 5 free spins. So yeah, and so so the people playing the slots, they win just enough to keep playing.
Oh, I mean, that's how they keep you hooked, right?
Yeah. There is food here if you want to order. So
That's where their
the
real
poker
money
table,
is.
I say,
That's where their real money is.
yeah, I say the poker table, I say it's like a gradual increase in difficulty. So that's why I was like, you don't see that many people at the roulette table because most people are like, this shit's damn near impossible to win. I say basically, I think you're basically 1 in 10,000 chances of actually winning.
That sounds about right.
And I say poker, you only really have to be better than the other guy. And I believe that Dave is actually good at bluffing people. I think his guy was actually pretty decent. So he might like.
That's it. His guile. Oh, that's Harold. No, his guile isn't that great. He's good at command. Decent intuition. Average intimidate. Average charm. Yeah, it's like we don't have a face anymore. That had been Sarah and Sierra.
Let me see. I thought that Greg was good at it.
Well, I don't know about Greg. I can't see his sheet.
Let's see. Skills. Let's see. 2d6. Never mind.
Yeah, it says we don't have social characters anymore, really.
Yeah. Ronnie was. Never mind. She wasn't a face either. She had 1d6 in guile.
I know it was mostly Sarah's because, well, she needed that for contesting.
Yeah. Yeah, she had 46 in it. Let's see, Sienna. Maybe she could lie for you guys. 3d6 plus 2. Oh, your NPC tag along is, decent at it. She has mostly social skills. And tech skills, social skills, and technology skills. All right, then. Cool. Well, tomorrow is
Star Wars.
Tomorrow's Star Wars. All right. I'm definitely going to need a recap because I don't remember where the fuck we were at.
We had just finished the mission to rescue the that general.
Oh yeah.
So we are about to start the mission.
So you're about to start what?
We're going to be starting a new mission.
Oh, okay. Okay, sweet. So, right. Mission: create an empire. Gotcha. So.
In theory, not what we're doing, but.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't what we were doing in season, and wasn't what we were doing in Generation 1.
True.
Just kind of happened.
Because Elsa was like, I want to be a pirate queen, and I was like, well, fuck, here we are.
And you want to be better than your dad, so here we are. And I said, you want to be better than your dad, and you have financial backing to do it. So. I said you have a ragtag crew. You have a ragtag crew of degenerates who are willing to take care of business for you for a relatively small price. So all I know I want is I just kind of want a planet, and I don't want people to fuck with me while I'm on said planet. Other than that, you can have your empire and your harem. So you can have your girlfriend, you can have your girlfriend's mom, you can get your old girlfriend back. And any other girlfriends that you put in your backstory that we don't know about.
As far as I know, this is it. We are, done with the girlfriend stuff.
So it's just those two? Oh wait, so I forgot. Third girlfriend. Batshit crazy one. Sith one. There we go.
That's like Ozzy and Jaina were the only two in his background.
What about there we go, yeah. I must say current girlfriend. I say current girlfriend, last girlfriend, and girlfriend before that.
That's like, because Sayla wasn't from my background. Sayla was just somebody David introduced into the game that we all liked.
Yeah, there we go. Get all three. There we go. We'll get you all three. Everything works out perfectly. I'll say, I don't know what the fuck we did with Ozzy. Did we just leave her on a planet? I can't remember.
She went back to the Jedi Order for a minute, and I know the thought was to send her off with smuggle her out with Egg Basket.
Oh wow, you're actually sending her out of the galaxy?
Well, she didn't feel she was comfortable sticking around because of all the stuff she did. But she, she was contemplating some dark, some not being here shit, like offing herself or something. I was like, no. So he talked her into, her and Skywalker. She in theory went back to the Praxum to talk to Skywalker and try to find a path to atonement. Trying to keep her under Zorn's radar so, Ghost or whatever doesn't show up on her doorstep. Because she's worried about blowback for everything she did, which is reasonable. So the thought was smuggling her out and giving her a chance to start over, start a new life, start over. Because all that, all that bioengineering crap she learned under Chiron might be useful over there in terms of helping set up something new.
Okay. That's pretty fair. I was about to say, is anyone going to be on the ship to keep her under control?
Well, in theory, whoever, she's assigned to.
And by under control, I mean someone who can stop her if she goes insane.
Yeah, that's what I mean. In theory, checks and balances are in place for that kind of thing.
Okay. I was like, wait, I remember you were like, yeah, we don't want the stuff that Lori knows to go into another galaxy, and then you sent her.
Well, you and her do know different shit.
I don't know how to make giant space bugs. Let's do that much. I don't know how to make giant praying mantises. That is not power I can do.
Yeah, that's it. Because the thought was she might be useful for like terraforming type stuff.
Okay.
But yeah, I imagine whatever Pathfinder we assign her to would be aware of her past and helping her keep shit in check.
Okay.
And if not, well, that's a plot line for if Andromeda happens.
Which is hilarious because I actually do have the power. I actually do have the terraforming power. So if you want, I could teach her that before she goes. If you want her to be able to transform planets, it takes like a few months. But
I'd say it would be nice, but I'm not going to force her to learn it if she doesn't want to.
If she wants to atone, she better learn how to fucking make some plants, grow some trees.
I'm not disputing that. I'm just saying, that would be a conversation between the two of you.
Okay. Like, you want to atone? Yeah. You want to make Dakin like you again? Yeah. Better learn how to grow this tree, bitch. Take these seeds. I'm gonna be back in 6 hours. I want it to be a redwood. kind of training is this? It's part of your training. Do it or Dakin will never love you. She just sits there crying, just holding her hand over the sea, like.
Sounds like somebody's been watching the Willow reboot.
There is no crying in force training. It'll be great. I heard there was a Willow reboot. I haven't seen it. But,
Yeah, Disney Plus.
what is it on?
Disney Plus.
Ah, fuck. Okay. Guess I'm not going to see it.
Oh, like that'll slow you down if you are actually interested.
But I don't know if I am. That's the thing.
Well, it's about him teaching the Mad Madigan's kids and the baby. But unfortunately, they gave it a little bit of the Last Jedi treatment because they basically spend most of the show having everybody, including him, going, "Yeah, I got stupidly lucky in the first movie. I don't actually know anything. She blew herself up. I'm entirely worthless."
Okay. Good to know everyone's dumb again. Alright, I'm gonna go get me an ice cream sandwich and go to bed.
Alright. Talk to you tomorrow, man.
Alright, I'll see you. Alright, see you tomorrow. Later.
Mm-hmm.